Hello and welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow. You're watching this very special series, Super Achievers Making New India, powered by Voice What. On tonight's episode, we're in conversation with two super achievers. First up is Digitoonz. We're also in conversation with Mamaearth. On tonight's episode, we have two people who are joining us. First up is Vikas Kumar, CEO and founder of Digitoonz. We also have Mike Parker, creative director and business partner at the company. Vikas, good having you here on the show. Let's start by talking about the company itself and what you want our viewers to know about Digitoonz.
I have started Digitoonz in 2009 with my classmate friend Nadeem. That time we were a very small company, about 4 or 5 people. And proudly at this time we are about more than 400 family members across the globe. We have 2 studios here in India, New Delhi, Noida, Delhi NCR and Kolkata. And we also have an office and a team in Connecticut, US. We are serving the entire world from here. We are working, providing services in animation, 2D animation, 3D animation, all the kind of pre-production, visual effects are the main service area where we are working. We are working with the most of the important and most of the influenced customers in our industry, including Nickelodeon, BBC, Flying Bark, Technicolor. These are the clients with whom we are working from last 6 or 7 years on several renowned animation productions, which is being broadcasted or being released on major platform including Netflix, Apple, Amazon and other OTT platform and television channels.
Talk to us about how Digitoonz has been able to innovate during this pandemic, Vikas.
Definitely COVID situation wasn't expected, and this was a very, what you can say, it was very tough time for all of us. And I can tell you one thing, that during this pandemic situation, we were one of the company who has even neither deducted the salaries of our employees, neither we have layoff, nor there was any delay in the salary. In fact, we were hiring in this situation, and we were also offering and giving in the increment and incentive during this pandemic situation. We have taken all the measures to ensure working from home conditions. We established all the hardware at all artists, all our employees' home. We provided power backup, internet services, whatever we can provide, and based on that we were able to manage our entire production and deliveries. However, as per my experience, I still believe that we need more professionalism while working from home in our industry, and our output was definitely affected. But in the terms of providing employment, providing job security, we were able to manage very well in this situation, and we are one of the most growing company in our animation industry, where we have seen growth even in this COVID situation.
What are some of the major projects that Digitoonz has worked on, and what is the kind of potential perhaps that the Indian youth can look forward to when it comes to the animation industry?
We are lucky enough where we have got an opportunity to work on such a renowned project who has won Daytime Emmy awards or nominated for the Daytime Emmy nominations, including Rick and Morty, Ninja Turtle, BBC's famous title Doctor Who. We have been working on a very famous European animated series Achu. Then we have worked on a very famous feature film, The Bobblehead, with Universal Studios. So these are the biggest renowned project we have been working. As far as youth is concerned, I would like to urge and advise to all of the youth who they are planning to come into this industry, you should be more creative and you should do the drawing as much as you can, because in our industry creativity and drawing skill is the most important part which we don't follow. In our industry, the major animation candidates who we used to interview them, we find that they are very weak in the drawing side. So I would advise, pay your attention in the drawing side and come to us. We are looking forward to have you in our team, and we are going to give more employment in this industry, and we are growing day by day, and we would like to have more and more animators in our studios.
So both on the part of the government as well as industry, because what do you feel needs to be done and needs to be done more of perhaps when it comes to encouraging animation as an industry?
I would definitely say government has done the government has taken many steps towards this industry as well. Like they are providing incentive about 7% from SCPC. If we compare from previous time before 2014-15, definitely since then government has done a lot of efforts to to encourage this industry. I would still request to the government, if they can help to the institutions to strengthen the education curriculum system where we can compete with the international quality level. I still believe that whatever work is coming to India, it's still not all the complete package is coming. It's still coming like a part where government, if can help institutions, and we should get animation should get industries, we should come into an industry categories. Still we are not in that category, so we can get more advantage on that. And as much as we can be promoted as an Indian animation industry, if we can be promoted, we can definitely be one of the largest employment creation industries in India, at least.
What can you tell us about your future plans? Anything that you can give us a sneak peek into?
Though we have a very big plan for a future. In coming years, we have a plan to establish one more studios in North America, where we have been working more closely with the Hollywood producer and more US producers. We are also planning to start our own game division, where we will be providing the game services to the entire world. And then we are planning to start in 2022 to 2023. We have a plan to open our office in UK as well. So these are the future plans we have, but we will still remain into the service domain, where we will be providing mainly animation services, game services, VFX services to the world.
Mike, good having you here. I want to start by talking about Potluck and the work that you do with Digitoonz. What do you want to tell our viewers about that?
So I've been collaborating with Digitoonz for many years, and about a year and a half, 2 years ago, we decided to join our creative efforts and create a new studio, Potluck Studio, or Potluck Animation. And from there, we are able to take on larger projects, kind of collaborate creatively, and with our production pipeline, take on larger series, commercial work, things like that. So it's been a lot of fun.
What are some of the projects that you worked on closely with Digitoonz? What could you tell us? And also, separately, if you can talk to us about the potential for Indian youth and the potential that you see in India's youth when it comes to the animation industry.
So we have a lot of fun projects going on right now. Unfortunately, I can't talk about them because they're under NDA. They're currently in production, so we're not allowed to talk about those ones. But over the past 2 years, we've done a lot of fun work. Some traditional animation, some cutout animation, some commercial work. We got to do stuff for Nerf, their dart guns and their toys. And just a lot of comedy stuff. We like to do a lot of comedy stuff. Animation and comedy goes hand in hand, so we get to do a lot of fun stuff there. And then in terms of the animation industry, it's exciting. The landscape has changed so much since when I first started about 20 years ago, where younger people, artists, have access to really powerful software now, where they can hone their craft and work, how they want to work, and then get their artwork out there for people to see, so that when, if they decide they want to go to a studio setup like Potluck, they are already well versed in the animation software that we use, and they've already got their own style that they've been crafting over the past, for their when they were growing up. So it's definitely it's exciting because there's a lot of talented young artists getting into the industry, and they're already familiar with the workflow of what it takes to animate something because of the accessibility of the software nowadays.
Mike, last question then. What could you tell us about your future plans, your outlook, anything on the radar that you can share with us?
Yeah, so future plans, we've been growing fairly steady for the past 2 years, and our plans are to continue doing that. So we're right on schedule with that. Taking on, larger series work. Our production pipeline is pretty strong, and we're we love doing that sort of work. So that's always exciting for us. And we are also starting to develop, our own ideas and developing it that way as well, where we're a creative group ourselves, and we come from a history of creating our own shows. So having the opportunity to develop stuff internally and then trying to develop that and put that into our production pipeline too is always very exciting. So there's a lot of fun stuff happening here, and it's great that I get to do this every day.
All right, Mike. Thanks for your time.
Coming up on the other side, our next super achiever, Mamaearth. Welcome back. In this segment, we're in conversation with our super achiever, Mamaearth. Mamaearth was founded in 2016 to make skincare routines natural and toxin-free, along with being safe. This is India's first brand with Made Safe certified products for babies and the fastest to become 100 crores in the D2C segment in just under 4 years. Headquartered in Gurugram, Mamaearth is an online platform that offers natural and toxin-free skincare products. In this exclusive Make in India series, we get into a conversation with Varun and Ghazal Alagh, co-founders of Honasa Consumer, the parent company of Mamaearth, to know what it takes to be a D2C leader and how they've achieved their startup dreams.
So D2C has actually been one of our core growth drivers over the last 3 years. It has been the channel which has given us the opportunity and the wherewithal to reach the inspiration and aspiration of not just India but also Bharat, right? Because now someone who's living in a small town or a city and is aware of Mamaearth or wants to buy a clean label product, right, does not need to travel to a metro to find a store where it is available, and they can actually get it at the comfort of their home just by coming to our websites, and which is what I believe is a very strong distribution disruption that D2C is causing in India. And also because you're taking away the middle layer between the brand and the consumer, and the kind of price benefit that we are able to offer from our D2C platform, right, is also significantly higher, right? And that's why we've been focusing on D2C immensely.
And I also think that the value that we are also seeing in terms of listening to our consumers and understanding what they are looking for and innovating and getting product spaces that has been our core strength, through the searches that they are doing, through the feedback loop, through D2C, connecting with your consumer one-on-one. I think all of that has actually helped us fuel our innovation funnel and come up with products that talks to the consumer, that they're actually looking for and relate better with.
So D2C has actually been the driving force behind our growth in the last 3 years. We quickly realized that the only way to meet aspirations of both India and Bharat, and who were both getting digital content consumption and were both growing aware around what kind of evolved products exist, both were having aspirations to buy natural kind of products, but the right way to reach out to them was going direct to consumer, because you can actually market specifically to these consumers through Facebook and other platforms, and you can then ensure that the product also gets delivered to their homes and they don't need to travel to a metro to buy a brand like this. And that whole insight and the whole change in economic structure that is happening has helped us grow immensely. In fact, we now service over 3,000 cities and towns. Right? 10 years back, it was unimaginable that a young brand would be able to do that. Right? And more than that, because we have actually removed the middlemen when we are going direct to consumer, we've also been able to pass on the price advantage to our consumers, and that is good for the consumer ecosystem itself.
And I think D2C has also helped us listen to our consumers better and understand what they're looking for, which literally fuels the innovation at Mamaearth. Through multiple rounds of feedbacks which we can take, because we are directly connected to our consumer, by tracking the searches that they are doing and understanding the products that they are looking for, by testing concepts with them and understanding what is it that they relate with the most, has driven the innovation funnel for us, and that's how anything that Mamaearth launches is able to connect very well with the audience.
But the most important things that we have understood is that millennials want to buy into why-based brands, right, which are strong purpose-based brands, and which is what we have tried to build with Mamaearth. Right? It has a strong purpose of goodness inside, right, which comes to life in product, in our processes, and in our perspectives as well. And the only place where we can get the consumer to experience this purpose is our D2C channel, which is our website or our app. And we've seen how consumers engage with that purpose when we show them the plant that we have planted on their behalf, the image of that plant, the geolocation of that plant, right? It is a true delight that we are able to deliver to the consumer, right? Which is why I think there is so much brand love that we've been able to garner over the last few years.
Mamaearth's marketing campaigns and brand communication is centered around the promise of using only the best of nature in its products. Let's take a look at what makes Mamaearth an emerging force in the digital care D2C segment.
For a D2C brand like Mamaearth, having an efficient supply chain is very critical, as it plays an important role in the overall consumer experience. And like every other function in Mamaearth, supply chain is also built around having customer as its core at the heart.
We are working hard towards removing barriers between our consumer and us. Leveraging technology is quintessential for continuous consumer conversations and research, and that really helps us in building better products for our consumers at Mamaearth. We have laid strong core engineering foundations to build on top of, and this strong tech play enables us in better and faster decision making, coupled with day-to-day good judgment calls, which helps us stay ahead yet nimble.
Within 4 years of its inception, Mamaearth has established its presence in 150 major cities of the country and at various e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Nykaa, FirstCry, etc. This apart from selling through their magneto-powered e-commerce website. With its growing and robust supply chains, Mamaearth has managed to exponentially grow even during the pandemic.
Mamaearth is a purpose-led brand committed towards adding goodness to the world every day. We do this through our toxin-free natural products and also through the sustainable actions that we take. We recycle more plastic than we consume on a month-on-month basis, and we put this up on the website for anyone to check if they want to. We started the Plant Goodness Initiative, through which we've already planted more than 1 lakh trees and are committed to plant more than 1 million trees in the next 4 years. In fact, every consumer can go to our website and check their order number against the plant that has been grown against the order number, and they can see the location as well as the photo of that plant. We are also, of course, PETA certified, animal cruelty free. Mamaearth is less than 5 years old, and therefore generating large scale awareness is a large part of what we do at the marketing function. We try to reach out and engage with as many millennials as possible through Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, as well as television media.
Mamaearth is a purpose-led brand with no toxic product procreation. Along with providing the best quality products, we also ensure that our customer experience is best in class. With our D2C platform, we get an opportunity to directly interact with the consumers, understand their needs, and provide the right solutions. Consumers are the reason for our being, and an excellent customer experience is always a #1 priority for Mamaearth. In order to take customer experience to the next level, we have built the customer service team in such a way that all the chats are answered within 40 seconds and 90% of the customer queries are answered within 24 hours. Having gained an expertise in D2C business and becoming one of the largest D2C brand, we have built a playbook on how to create a D2C brand and grow it exponentially.
The differentiation that we bring through our supply chain in building an excellent consumer experience is built around 3 pillars. The first being building a data and tech mindset within operations, now which also echoes with our being a digital first brand, and at the same time it also helps us to take decisions which are informed decisions through data and helps us improve our consumer experience. The second being, while solving for short-term problems, we as well prepare and plan for the mid and the long-term problems. Now for a growing brand like ours, it gives us a lot of capabilities to scale up quickly by having the right process and systems in place. And the third being having experimentation at the heart of what we try and do in supply chain. We don't try and follow the traditional supply chain flows, but we experiment with different models, which gives us the capability to remain agile.
Data is at the heart of all the decision making at Mamaearth. We have built robust event-driven pipelines that capture data signals from various sources in the customer journey and then store them into our big data storage engines, from where we infer meaningful and insightful data that can be then actioned on later.
Consumers are constantly looking for the brands that understand them and provide solution basis that, which is why it is absolutely critical for us to stay connected with them at all the interaction stages. Keeping that in mind, we are deploying data stack, which will help us do hyper-personalization to stay relevant to them. Being the digital first brand, we get the first-hand information of our consumers. That gives us a huge advantage. Along with that, we have deployed real-time models which are ensuring fair usage policy of our business functioning.
Completely out of time then on this very special episode. If you have any feedback for us, if you know more such super achievers that you think we should definitely be featuring here on the show, here's how you reach us. Our contact details coming up on your screens as we speak. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.